8-11 Neither the support of apostate priests nor any political alliance made with other nations could avoid the coming crash of that unfaithful kingdom. Just 6. 13-15. 37. 7-10 The capital city, Jerusalem, was destroyed and Judah was laid waste by the Babylonians in 607 BCE 2K25. 1-26. Jehovah's kingly position remains unmarred. The destruction of the kingdoms of Israel and Judah in no way reflected on the quality of Jehovah God's own rulership. In no way did it indicate weakness on his part. Throughout the Historiotextoi Acute Muritra Longo Kingdom of God 165 than all of this, however, he had demonstrated his ability to protect and preserve individuals who looked to him as their king, even when they were surrounded by conditions of famine, disease, and wholesale slaughter, as well as when they were persecuted by those hating righteousness. J 34. 17-21. 20. 10, 11. 35. 18, 19. 36. 26. 37. 18-21. 38. 7-13. 39. 11. 40. 5. Israel's last king was warned of the coming removal of his crown, representing anointed kingship as Jehovah's royal representative. That anointed Davidic kingship would no longer be exercised until he comes who is the legal right, and Jehovah must give it to him. As 21. 25-27 Thus, the typical kingdom, now in ruins, ceased to function, and attention was again directed forward, toward the coming seed, the Messiah. Political nations, such as Assyria and Babylon, devastated the apostate kingdoms of Israel and Judah. Though God speaks of himself as raising up or bringing them against those condemned kingdoms. 28. 49. J 5. 15. 25. 8, 9. Es 7. 24. Am 6. 14. This was evidently in a sense similar to God's hardening the heart of Pharaoh. See foreknowledge, foreordination concerning individuals. That is, God brought these attacking forces by permitting them to carry out the desire already in their heart. Issa 10. 7. Bar 2. 16. Mik 4. 11. Removing his protective hand from over the objects of their ambitious greed. 31. 17, 18. Compare is right. 31 with Es 5. 12. Ne 9. 28-31. J 34. 2. The apostate Israelites, stubbornly refusing to subject themselves to Jehovah's law and will, thus were given liberty to the sword, pestilence, and famine. J 34. 17 But the attacking pagan nations did not thereby become approved of God, nor did they have clean hands before him in their ruthless destruction of the northern and southern kingdoms, the capital city of Jerusalem, and its sacred temple. Hence, Jehovah, the judge of all the earth, could rightly denounce them for pillaging his inheritance and could doom them to suffer the same desolation they had wreaked on his covenant people. Issa 10. 12-14. 13. 1, 17-22. 14. 4-6, 12-14, 26, 27. 47. 5-11. J 50. 11, 14, 17-19, 23-29. Visions of Kingdom of God in Daniel's day. The prophecy of Daniel in its entirety emphatically stresses the theme of the universal sovereignty of God, further clarifying Jehovah's purpose. Living in exile in the capital of the world power that overthrew Judah, Daniel was used by God to reveal the significance of a vision had by the Babylonian monarch, a vision that foretold the march of world powers and their eventual demolition by the everlasting kingdom of Jehovah's own establishment. Doubtless to the amazement of his royal court, Nebuchadnezzar, the very conqueror of Jerusalem, was now moved to prostrate himself in homage to Daniel the exile and to acknowledge Daniel's God as the Lord of Kings. Da 2. 36-47 Again, by Nebuchadnezzar's dream vision of the chopped-down tree, Jehovah forcefully made known that the Most High is ruler in the kingdom of mankind and that to the one whom he wants to, he gives it and he sets up over it even the lowliest one of mankind. 4. See the discussion of this vision under appointed times of the nations. Through the fulfillment of the dream as it related to him, imperial rule on Nebuchadnezzar once more was brought to recognize Daniel's God as the King of the heavens, the one who is doing according to his own will among the army of the heavens and the inhabitants of the earth. And there exists no one that can check his hand or that can say to him, "What have you been doing?" 4. 34-37. Toward the close of Babylon's international dominance, Daniel saw prophetic visions of successive empires, beast-like in their characteristics. He saw also Jehovah's majestic heavenly court in session, passing judgment on the world powers, decreeing them unworthy of rulership. And Hio textoi acute miritra longo, Kingdom of God 166. The Babylonian rule, Jehovah God again demonstrated his ability to protect those recognizing his sovereignty in the face of official anger and the threat of death, exhibiting his power over both earthly elements and wild beasts. 3.